Hello, YouTube. We were waiting for Midnight's Q to say hello to everyone. I hope you guys are having a fantastic evening or morning or night. I don't know when I post anymore. Sometimes we're in a society. But no, aside from that, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are practicing some self-care. Overall, letting you guys know we tend to do these roughly every Friday, Sunday, and sometimes Tuesdays, depending on how we feel. We're only doing one episode today. Hope you're all drinking water. Eat something. Please do not spoil anything. I will keep reiterating this. I'll try and stay one episode ahead every single time I post something. And with that being said, yeah, I don't see any other reason for stalling. Thanks, Grave. You're handsome as well. You're all beautiful. I love everyone. You're all beautiful. All right, ready? Let's just get into it. Right off the bat, there's the three walls that are there. Something I'm curious about is why they were specifically named this. Like, what is the importance of the names? I.e., we just don't name nothing out of nothing, you know? Long 10 minutes, yeah. Yeah, so one of the, like, what is it? Wal Maria, Wal Rose, Wal Sina, right? And the reason why I say this is, like, especially if you're talking about like a monarchy or anything like that, is it named after famous individuals that were female that did important things, or good and or bad, or what specifically is it there for, you know? Like, or is it like famous priests or goddesses or something, you know? Yeah, it's not just fancy names, you know. And I hate to fucking break this immediately and be like, it won't be just fancy names. Because guys, okay. If you're, for the most part, all right, well, we can even go Mexican, well, most Mexicans, right? Usually get like a random, I like the background, oh, thanks. They usually get like a random middle name that, like, you know, for example, if your dad's middle name is like Garcia, yours will probably be Garcia as well, because they're just trying to keep that in there, you know? Uh, so on and so forth. But my whole important aspect of this is essentially like, what role did these specific names or individuals play in this kingdom? Where did it come from? Names carry a lot of meaning. Exactly. So names and stories carry a lot of meaning as well. Yes, you did. You actually did. Uh, Stories carry a lot of meaning as well. Like, for example, do we have like an origin story specific for the Titans? Do we have a story, like, you know, like even like a fairy tale story or whatever? Because even in some of those stories, you can derive some truth from like children's stories, or that's my point, is, do we have a story? That's sort of what I want to point out, you know? Because even if it's been like hundreds of years and these things have been here, what do we tend to do to teach our children not to go, for example, teach your children not to go outside? If you're Hispanic, you'll have La Llorona, you'll have a bunch of horror stories to the reason as to not go out there, right? So then, just tying everything in together, it's like, what is the specific meaning behind all of this? It's also interesting that, I don't know, it's like the walls are layered in a way, like I'm gonna back up real quick. Sorry, I gotta back up for this. Are they positions of power? Hmm. Yeah, like, why is Cena so close to protecting everyone while Maria's out in, like, you know, general population area, I guess. It's just an interesting concept of like where everything goes. It's like if you're sitting at a dinner table, right? And like back in the old days, or in some like even some cultures still, there are seats that, like, you know, you have to take appropriately in order to be conceived in certain definitions of either relationship dynamic, power, or so on and so forth, which can be sound weird to some of y'all. But like, for example, used to be like the head of the table was where like, the person, i.e. the breadwinner or whatever, would sit, as opposed to like certain areas. So it's always interesting to note that like when things are shown or what they're shown always have a little bit of importance.
そして850年人類の反撃は
Are the walls, and this might sound silly as shit, and I know it, but are there walls like okay, are the walls just thick like concrete all around, or are they hollow in the middle? And if so, if they are hollow, like let's say that it's like two walls like this, right? And inside the middle, this little area in between the walls, there's like space. Why wouldn't they create a system where they're able to use that unless, well, that's exactly what I'm thinking, unless, because like logically speaking, right, that would be probably one of the greatest aspects, like, you create little, yeah, no, but I'm talking about just like in general, the first creation of like, whenever these walls were created, or the first creation of it, it's kind of interesting. My brain is trying to process all of this, and it's trying to process the why. I.e., if you start if we start reclamation, right, in any way, shape, or form, like, yeah, but you have modern day technology, and you're like, let's say that like we're trying to fight to try and venture out, right? Every single ounce or every single like mile or every single like other kilometer that we end up like reclaiming. Are you kidding me? Why would we not try and build forward? I don't care if we have to break the back walls to go forward. That is exactly how you get material in order to keep building up forward, unless there's a reason for that. And now I'm growing extremely sus of everyone and everything. I don't know, dude. My brain is trying to process a lot of information as to like why these individuals have kept. Yeah. Well, because it's simple, right? Well, I'm thinking logically. If I was in this environment in a position of power, right? Yeah, and my nose is heating up a little bit. If I was in a position of power, and say that I had to go ahead and like there's all these weird creatures, these zombies out there, right? If I won a solid 2 kilometers round, what I would do is all the walls behind it, start moving them forward, so that way you now have more reclaimed area that like no others can, like, now that you have that reclaimed area, you can solidify, gather up, claim more area, bring more in, and keep that process going, that in and out, in and out, in and out, right? Right. But that's the thing though, even if it took time to develop, say that you can lead distractions, you can lead 1,001 things, and you don't have to necessarily finish the work in a day, because it seems as though they were oriented more towards the personnel in the first couple of episodes that we saw when they were active inside of the city, where these individuals were chasing off the human beings that were in the city rather than like going after buildings and random stuff. So, leads to my question again. Why? And it's not just specifically these like walls, but I'm just talking about like the command structure, It doesn't take a genius to figure this stuff out. Like, it just takes logical thinking, unless there's a specific reason. I might just be overshooting this. I'm tired, guys. When I'm tired, I overshoot a lot of shit. It's fine. It's like a crackpot theory. It's a tinfoil hat moment. But unless there's something fucked up, some weird corruption, or something mystical that they're trying to protect, or they have some weird plans, like, erase 50% of the population, that way you're able to maintain yourself and grow, or spread hatred, or some weird shit like that. But anyway, we're only a couple seconds in. 34 seconds in. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at my dude. Throwing in like a Beyblade. What up, bro? Oh, he has ears. Is it hot? Because it looks like he's... Fuck. Fuck. My dude tried to Beyblade back in. No. Now I have a theory. I have a weird ass theory. Your tiny angel to blow up into the sun. Oh. I have a weird ass theory because how did this monster creature titan thing know specifically where to show up and demolish military armament and personnel unless they had knowledge of it? How does one, right? Because if this big titan thing is just a titan thing, wouldn't they just be like walking around aimlessly, not necessarily appearing out of nowhere in front of where they're setting up all the military like equipment? Second off, who would have information to where this is? Now this is exactly where like my mind is fucking spiraling, because this specifically means, right, that it has to be the people on the inside. This specifically means that either it's like a fucking war experiment gone wrong. It's some weird fucking ability. It's some paranormal shit. It's he's tall enough. But that's the point, is he's tall enough that, like, you know, just like in the first couple of episodes when like he appeared and like they like kicked it down, you would be able to see them, right? So then there we go again. How, what, where, when, why? And that's exactly what I'm running right now. How did they know where this military equipment was? Why did they know where it was? How did they plan this perfectly unless knowing where certain shifts or certain personnel are? How did they manage to go unseen for so long? This takes me back to sort of like the weird flashies of Adult Most Titan seem like it. Yeah, and thank you, Bleed. Thank you, exactly. It almost it's gonna sound fucking weird, but it's almost like we're seeing a forced perspective. This no. It's crazier than that, Craze. My mind is literally going, when I'm talking about an unseen perspective or an unseen push or an unseen like hand per se, right? The reason why I'm saying that is because what do we get in episode 1? Haha, when I see you, we will go and show you the like basement thing, right? Like that was like the weird thing that we pointed out in episode 1. And all the other episodes also like the weird shit as to what happened there and whatnot. This, it's as though everything, aside from narratively trying to get your character to go from point A to point B, right? Which story-wise, sure, I guess you could write it that way. But so far, it's been like the way that the world's been developed and whatnot. I don't know. My mind's like, it's as though it's building this character, it's building Aaron's schema to continue to be this way, if that makes sense. I.e., the timing, the framing, the, you know, how he's like ability to like connect and disconnect to push himself towards a singular goal. 101 things. It's interesting. It's my brain. Sorry, my brain's just gone low. Bro, check the ground, bro. You're bullshit, dude. There we go. This seems like it's gonna go horribly fucking wrong. Horribly fucking wrong. I'm not gonna lie to you. Seeing their strategy so far. Oh, oh, oh. That'll be fine. I wonder, okay. I wonder if they would agree, like, what their specific thoughts are on these creatures, on these titans. Like, to annihilate all of them because they're a threat to this specific, like, you know, your people. Question in the chat, poll in the chat, poll in the chat. Jobu. Yeah, no, even my stress, my nose is like flaring up. Thanks for chatting, man. Thanks for first time chat. But no, poll in the chat. Would you guys like 100% agree that like you would have to exterminate all of these creatures in order to feel safe? Yes or no? Exterminate, not exterminate. What would you guys end up doing? And you could say like science purposes or whatever. Yeah, that's, but at the end of the day, would you exterminate all of these creatures? Yes or no? You guys wouldn't. Oh wow. You guys are going hard. Even if it's to protect your people, would you not? No, what I'm saying is you guys can research them, but still the end goal, you can research how they are, how they do, whatever. But the end goal is to exterminate everything that is quite literally threatening, like, you know, your people. So like if these guys kept breaking in and breaking in and breaking in and you found a way to either save all your people or get rid of all of them, what would you guys do? Would you or would you not? Won't let me vote. Mr. Stabby. Because here's the thing: is like if you're well, what does that mean though? Because at some point, if we're talking about these individuals, these creatures, let's say that they can keep evolving, right? If they can keep evolving to a point of intelligence, then they could rally and overpower. Because now you're the enemy. No, what I'm saying, how to is like imagine if like you know it just kept pushing in, pushing in, pushing in, pushing in. You're at the last line of defense, and suddenly you came up with like potion of serum, some magic or something that could literally wipe out all of them. There's no in between. There's no, it only works 50% of the time. It's literally one blast go or they break in. Do you or do you not? Yeah, chat is 50-50. That's interesting. I don't know, guys. I like, and this is where you have to start out weighing in, like, you know, does the options or the opinions of the many outweigh the opinions of the few, or the lives of the many outweigh the lives of the few in this situation? You know, is it just a natural hierarchy? Like, you know, they're the predators and we're the prey in the situation, you know, or you know, in other situations, what is the narrative that's being, you know, so on and so forth. There's 101 ways that you guys can go ahead and take this. It is just really interesting to like I don't know, have this thing. It's like, how far can something like this keep going? You know? It was 50-50. That's terrifying, dude. Yeah. Dude, why do I feel like we all know Aaron wants to get rid of all the Titans. We all know he'd step on in there, right? What about Armin, though? You know, granted, seeing how freaked out he is and whatnot, it's like at this point in time, I feel like you know, it's like the priority of humanity over Titans as well, you know? I don't know. To be honest, I think self-preservation in this aspect might actually be important. All right, guys, for real. What would happen? No, like, and this is exactly what I'm thinking, right? Say that you are an individual who has a lot of information or power. You just stumble into something that you shouldn't have. Where would you go? Let's say that, like, people like nobility, monarchs, whatever, inside of this thing. Where would you be pushed? I feel as though. What up, Dark Thug? One of the big things that, like, I feel is essentially like, if you were to like garner information you shouldn't have, stumble into a secret, not listen to orders, so on and so forth, you would probably be exiled, right? So then tell me this. This is where shit gets hard or rough. Is the information that we're being presented the whole truth, or only the truth that these individuals want us to know? There's 1,001 things that my mind is going. It's going fast because I'm like, you know, if I were in a position of power, what would I do to individuals that like came to know one of my secrets, right? Knowing that there is a really large threat out there. What would I do? How would I push? What information would I want to keep secret, first off, right? But let's say that it's like just state secrets or something like that, and someone ends up finding something out. What would you guys end up doing, right? Because putting on sort of an execution, especially if it's other forms of nobility, could end up, you know, rallying a big cause that, oh, nobility being executed, whatever, rough. If it's general infantry, guess what? Now you can start a rebellion, which can be a little rough. If it's some type of exile or whatnot due to disservice or whatnot, people are not going to question it as much, I think. Due to a scandal or something. Sorry, my brain's trying to connect too much. I'll just leave it there. It would also be terrifying, like, you did nothing wrong and people just feared you, so. Let's go. Oh, dude, you look He looks like an individual that would like automatically try to like be like, I'm in a position of power, you have to listen to me. He looks like those cops that like over like don't get me wrong, I love cops. I love police enforcement in general and enforcement. But like he looks like the types of individuals that would literally go to training one day and like think that he's the hot shit because he went to training one day. Or the type of individual, yeah, I know, right? Or the type of individual that would literally go to one martial arts class and then get mad because everyone keeps beating them up because they don't know how to defend themselves. Or the types of individuals that would like push down on like everyone else just because they're mad and they've had a shitty day, so they're gonna give you a speeding ticket even though your car is not moving at all because you've been parked. Like yeah, it's like a mall cop power trip, exactly. Oh man. Yeah, he looks to me. I think I encountered someone like this specifically. Yeah, like the petty cops, exactly. Actually, specifically in London, right? During New Year's, I remember trying to like find a restroom or something after the fireworks and the big display and whatnot. There was a lot of these like mall cops that were trying to get physical because oh no, the restrooms like off limits, even though you like they were asking for people to pay to go to these restrooms, and it's like, dude, I'm like, you're gonna get wrecked if you put hands on me. You're a mall cop. Stop. So yeah, yeah, it sounds. Oof.
でも俺たちは生き残った。そうだろ。今日だってきっと生き残れる。今日生き残って明日内地に行くんだろ。くそ。行くぞ出せ。いつまでも泣いてんじゃねえ。エレン。戦闘が混乱したら。
Is it me or are they not saying the N? Is it like ere? And like not really like the N. Sorry guys, it's just something that like I've heard like repeatedly and I've been like ere.
混乱した状況下では筋書き通りにはいかない。私はあなたを守る。
Oh, get yourself. First off, as much as they say, like, Mikasa, just I will protect you. The N is very soft. Ere. Oh, dude. Bro.
お前までおたついてんじゃねえ。人類滅亡の危機だぞ。何てめえの勝手な都合を押し付けてんだ。
You're a fucking piece of trash. You're ugh, ugh. You're gonna end up getting like killed or something stupid based off your actions like that. Like you don't react off of emotion, dude. First off, I'm sure Mikasa here would like if you're like, hey, like let's dip, let's find somewhere for us, let's do something. She'd probably go along with it. Like she'd be like, Ere. Like, you know, like probably or something, you know. But like I don't know. It's like his like you can clearly tell like he's really based off of emotions instead of logical thinking. And yeah, as I've always mentioned, making decisions on just emotional reactions or guttural reactions, not the best moves. You also end up hurting people. Oh no. No. Oh, you were good. Oh. Fucking red flag, dude. Wait, but he's the main character. Nothing. It's not like. Yeah, I was about to say, it's not like you can die, dude. He's got the MC plot armor. Let's go.
残された歴史文献にも巨人の発生原因は記されてお
り、He has the power of
不明
friendship.
な点がほとんどである。現在明らかになっている巨人の生
Oh
態は
no, Chiquette, don't say that. I'd be fucking, I'd be destroyed if like Mikasa died after being so kind.
調査兵団の最新の報告書によるもの分を大きく損傷すると再生することなく絶命する。
Get
だ
there
から
like
肉を削ぎ落と
cortex.
すために
Like
こ
that.
の2本の刃を使う。
I forgot what the name
この
is.
攻撃が
Specific
巨
name
人
of
の
that.
急所を捉えれば再生する時間を与えずに
It was like that's where like the stem and something else. It's for the nape area, yeah. But there's specific bones in there.
なあアルミこれはいい機会だと思わねえか調査兵団に
Can you imagine how many people must have fucking died in order to get this information? they don't they don't really have you know a lot of weaknesses. We killed like 2 million people just cutting up different body parts. And yeah, turns out that's the back of their neck.
入団
Okay, this time we'll cut off their pinky and see if they regenerate. Like, damn, dude,
する
damn.
前にはさっきはエレンに遅れを取ったけど今回は負けないぜ
Okay,
言ったなトーマス誰が多く巨人を狩れるか勝負
bro, I have a bad feeling about background character number 1 over here and background character number 2 over here.
数をちょろまかすなよ
They haven't said a single line of dialogue.
これはあまりにも飛行した
What the fuck? What the fuck? They're jumpers too? Bruh, I told y'all. Background characters. Oh wait, no, those two guys still from. Oh shit. Fuck, dude. Okay, realistically, would you guys run away? I think that's a really, really huge traumatic event. Like, fuck, dude. Just seeing anyone be gulped down, even like seeing them the first time. Would you guys run away? Would you guys like book it? What would you guys do? You guys encountered someone like this, all of a sudden just wham, pops into your city. They start ravaging people, and you start seeing this creature start coming at you slowly but surely. What do you do?
何しやがるよせタンク行動は待ちやがれ
Dude, this is no, don't. Emotion-based responses are no good, dude. What the fuck? Oh. What the fuck? Oh no. Oh no. What the fuck is this, dude? Oh, get fucked. Oh. What up, anime titan? What the fuck, dude? No way. No way, dude. They'll probably put like a prosthetic leg on him or something cool. Nah. I just turn around and run for my life. What is Santa Claus doing there, dude? Armin, come on. Come on, brother. Bro, what the? You're a fucking piece of shit, dude. You.
今度外の世界に行くんだって外の世界かねえエレン僕たちもいつか外の世界を探検できるといいね
Bro, out there, there's just as much danger as in here. There's always that thing. As much of a threat that you have in your surrounding, there's a lot more out in the world. I refuse. Is this? Are we watching? Are we watching the same timeline? He got swallowed. This is fucking weird. It's happened again. I think it was like the first or the second episode where a decision was made, you know, like, i.e., we saw this dude just get completely fucking swallowed. No way, no fucking way can someone get from the ground there in like a fucking millisecond. Time travel went, I don't fucking know, dude. My brain is literally, like, I'm on the verge of a nosebleed just because of this. Like, no fucking way, dude. He got his ass fucking swallowed and jacked there.
死ねるか
Bro, move. Take him out of there, dude. Take out the Titan. What the fuck are you doing? Dude, you look fucking terrifying right now. You look like you have another purpose. You look like the type of man that's literally seen shit outside of his own experience. You look like the type of guy that literally, like, a cult talked to you the moment beforehand, and now you believe, like, NFTs are the way of the world. You look like the dude that, like, literally people... Yeah, aside from PTSD, you can even say it's, like, a fear of your own death, right? Because you can even say he's experiencing, like, you know, the moments of, like, oh shit, like, regret. All the stages of grief as to what may come after, you know, anything. NFTs is the way of the world. He might be seeing Satala, or he might be being transported to another world, but the glint in his eyes are so specific. It's crazy, though. And I said this in the previous episode, or 2 episodes ago, when I was talking about Armin, Mikasa, and Eren, and how there's, like, you know, I can see 3 distinct possibilities, i.e., Mikasa and Eren, or Armin being a badass and helping everyone out, especially when it comes to schema work. When we're talking about Eren being able to change his fucked up mentality. Or 3, and what do we see in his eyes? We see 3 fucking lights, dude. We see 3 fucking lights. And yes, I will tear this man apart. But what, like, you know, usually in, like, you know, for example, Subaru, he had dullest eyes until the moment he was transported, and then his eyes lit up like there was no tomorrow, like it was fucking fireworks. Why is this man, you know, it could just be to see the reflection, but, like, yeah. Same to you, bro. You, Armin. I guess arm out in this situation. Mikasa. Oh no. Okay, so then the main character is either Armin or Mikasa, yeah? Yeah? Because clearly I thought MC was, or Sasha, fuck it, at this point, dude. Oh, shit, dude. No, I just, oof. Yeah, F in the chat for Ere. Ere, you don't say the end now, dude. Maybe the main character. You know what? It could be, dude. I don't fucking know. My mind is racing at 100 miles a minute right now, trying to find a solution or something. But, like, I am so distraught by that. I am so, like, pushed back. Because think about all the trauma from that. Even, like, losing a loved one. Losing a pet fucking hurts, first off. Now, imagine losing, like, a best friend or a loved one or something like that. Like, that could damage you for a long time. What I don't understand, my mind's trying to wrap it. Screaming boy. You had 1 fucking second, dude. Second off, yeah, like, I don't know how else to put it out there. I think laying down would have been impossible to get from the point where he's at to being in a state of power where, like, you know, you're holding teeth open, you're able to pull the dude out. That was weird, dude. That is weird. I don't know. My mind's racing. I'm trying to connect so many dots, so many things, and, like, I think everything closes after 9. I believe so, and it's like 9. It's like 10 p.m. for me already. So I'm just gonna go ahead and heat up some food, sadly. But thank you. Yeah, that is really early. Trust me. I know, dude. I know. But hey, you know what? Next time, Blade Dragon, on Friday when we do a stream, I'll appreciate it very much. But no, aside from that, like, legitimately, him being down on the ground and, like, coming to that point, it's like 0.1 second, dude. Like, I don't know. My mind's racing at incredible lengths trying to find how someone can realistically go from up. It's like if you're playing D&D, it literally takes you a turn to, like, if you're down to go into, like, a pin status or up, you know, to be able to, like, fight. Like, it's not just, like, an immediate thing, you know? And even in martial arts, you know, if, like, I was body slammed down into the ground, my opponent's standing, it'll take me a couple seconds to fully, like, be able to, like, sprint and run and, like, throw hands and stuff. Yeah, it's it's a lot more than just that. But this whole concept, like, there's so much written into these characters that I feel fucking horrible for Mikasa at the moment. I feel horrible for Armin. Actually, I think Armin's kind of weak sauce at the moment. He can be, super smart, i.e., being able to process the information, like, the bolder, the amount of time is he going to be able to do certain things. But as smart as he is, if he's not going to take action, he could have taken down Santa Claus and saved Eri, but he decided not to because of the trauma and the state of shock. And granted, y'all know I go over this. It's either, you fight, you flight, you freeze, or you fawn. So something ended up happening and he chose to freeze, but that mistake is one that you can carry with you for a long, long time. And I gotta be honest, I'd be salty if, like, let's say that, like, I got swallowed and then I was able to, like, like just stab my way out of there, right? I got out. I'd be salty as shit, dude. I'd be like, you meaning you trained, like, for months, for periods of time, intensive training on how to kill these things, and you like, I saved your life, and you just stood there, cried, and instead of taking the guy down, like, what the fuck, bro? That would have been my immediate reaction, like, what the fuck, dude? Like, no, like, I would have been salty. Yeah, this is but that's the thing though. It's like they've already seen people get devoured and like fucked up once, like as children. I guess it's a reality check as an adult, which can change, especially if you have more hormones running through you, you know. But it's not the self-realization, Blade Dragon, in this specifically. It's the action phase, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, you can freeze, you can fawn, and all of that, and he chose to freeze in the situation, even though they've been going through a lot. Yeah. So, quite a good episode. I'm kind of shocked that the perspective is getting shifted onto Mikasa now, or Armin, I guess. But how will she deal with the big trauma like this? How's she going to process grief? Is she going to go insane? Because I don't see her taking this lightly. I kind of see her just going like, let me kill everyone, and like, with everything, and if I run out of like, if everything breaks or I run out of steam or anything, I don't care. I'll be fine. Or like, you know what? I'll fight these things on the ground too. Might as well. I'll punch him. I don't know. She seems like the type of person that would. She eats every time. Ew. I wonder how Titans taste. Are they edible or no? Oh gosh, okay. See, that would be scary because then someone that wants to like eliminate everything, like all Titans and stuff, transferred into someone that can actually be logical, now you have an actual fucking threat. Fist fight with the Colossal. They haven't even taken care of the major threats. That's the worst part. But anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys practice some self-care. Hit that like button. Comment something. It always helps the videos grow, especially on YouTube. And yeah, I really, really appreciate all of you guys being here. For YouTube, I hope you guys have a great night. Stay tuned. This is what we do, For those of you here on Twitch, I am also going to head off. I do have a lot of stuff I need to take care of. I actually need to go ahead and eat and do some quick exercises before I go into Minecraft and go to bed. But anyway, I appreciate everyone being here. I hope you guys had fun. Friday night, we'll actually go ahead and do some Mushoku Tensei. We'll play some Jackbox games. We'll see if some of the mods are available so they can join us for that. And I really, really appreciate each and every single one of you. Do your homework, practice some self-care, and most importantly, be the best you that you can be. Bye, Husters. Stay safe. Friday night, we'll do Mushoku Tensei, probably Vivi, and one other if possible. Probably, okay? Unless things change. We'll find out. Anyway, have a good night, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.